Hey everybody, Drew here, and you are in my shop with this 2009 Honda CRV. This is a beautiful rust-free vehicle. I'll give you a shot of the undercarriage. Super rust-free, very nice car. As you see, not all rotted out. It's from Maryland, yet like most of these cars, unfortunately, there's rust on the heater pipe. Now, that is this guy here. You are going to need to watch the video that's in the link in the description because I do a very in-depth video on how to replace this bad boy in CRVs just like this, but with the plastic intake manifold. This is just a supplement to tell you guys what you need to know to deal with the aluminum intake manifold. The other thing that's changed in the 6 years or so that the other video has been up and running is that you can now get this bad boy on Amazon. It even comes with the O-ring on it, but I'll put a link in the description for the pipe and the O-ring separately as well in case you need an extra O-ring, whatever. But what I'm here to tell you is that, you know, with the air box out of the way, the throttle body out of the way, you got to fight off this wire here. I've still got one little place that it's clipped into the bracket, and then it plugs in, it terminates at a plug underneath the throttle body. There is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolts that hold the outer intake manifold. You're not taking off this guy. On this particular engine, this particular intake manifold setup, that would involve moving, you know, fuel injectors, all that crap. As I'm sure you expected, let me just grab my flashlight here. As I'm sure you expected, underneath there is a bolt, dead center of your screen, maybe not. There you go, dead center of your screen. That hole, that guy screws in kind of behind where it's at right now. It should be obvious. It's the bracket, but the big fight that you've got is that guy. That harness has been underneath the car for 15, 16 years, and it has a little tab that holds it on to, basically it's the male and female harness for that circuit, and it's held on to a tab there, and you've got to get that off. Don't do it like me and try to do it after you loosen everything. Take it off the intake manifold, or the plenum if you want to call it that, since it's the outer part. Take it off before you start doing everything else. If you decide that you want to try to leave that wire on and leave the manifold in the car just moved over, I will tell you, I just got to get a better view, you absolutely can get to it. There it is. Let me see here. My camera is giving me a hard time. Goodness gracious. There we go. So that guy right there, that's the other end of it. So you can do this job. Look at how bad that pipe is too. And this is a rust-free car. Let me try to get the camera in there, folks. I am so sorry for this camera work, but I really want you to see it. There you go. So on a rust-free car, that is what these pipes tend to always look like. I've done a million of them. I just wanted to do a supplement for you guys to deal with it with the, excuse me, the aluminum intake. So hopefully this video is helpful. Again, watch the full video in the description that deals with the job as a whole, just with the plastic intake manifold. And remember, guys, if I could do it, you could do it. Hang in there. You got this. God bless. We will see you on the next one. Bye.